Hi, I would love to talk to you about the word stretch. And believe it or not, I was in a yin class, yoga class, and I was thinking about it while I was in the stretch pose, in the yin pose. And for those of you who don't know, yin yoga is the one where you stay long, about 3 minutes, sometimes even longer, in a pose so that your deep tissue can really relax and you can really nourish your body. So it's very different yoga than regular maybe vinyasa or ashtanga. And I don't mean regular, but I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on that. But the yin yoga is all about being in that pose that is not very comfortable, is on this level of stretch, but not going too far. And I was thinking about it that when you're in that pose, when I'm in that pose and I don't feel the stretch, it's very boring and I don't want to be there because it's not doing anything for me. It's just like being bored in a pose. But then there is also the way when you can get in too much stretch. It's beyond that sweet spot and it's causing pain. And when I was in that movement where I was figuring out which one is the right pose, the right level of stretch for me, I had that thought. First thought was about Charles Barkley, who was making fun on Ellen's show about yoga, and he was just saying, "So you mean stretching, right?" So he was making fun of yoga, and how I know Charles Barkley was because he at least used to be one of the best friends of Michael Jordan, and I used to be a huge fan of Jordan. So I always had warm heart for Charles Barkley, and it always made me laugh when I watched that he was making so much fun of yoga. So that was the first thought that came to me in that stretching situation during yin class. But the other one was like, in life, it's kind of the same. When we develop and we are stretched, so we are out of our comfort zone a little bit, we have this challenge and we are being stretched, that's when we really love it. Because if we're not, we get bored and demotivated and not inspired. But then there is also that too much stretch where we feel pain, we are stressed, we are super overwhelmed, and it's not fun anymore, right? And we actually hurting each other deeply in our mind. We may judge ourselves that we don't do it and things like that. So I just wanted to share this with you, my latest insight on stretch, and ask you how do you feel right now? Do you feel stretched in your business, in your career, maybe in your life as a parent or maybe a spouse? Do you feel stretched or do you feel too much comfort and maybe it's becoming boring? So I leave you with that. And how could you make it in the right stretch for you? What would you need to change? What would be needed so that you feel that optimal stretch and enjoy it? Thanks for now.